Recording. All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Dustin Mansell. I'm sure a lot of you know me. A lot of you that are maybe catching it on YouTube may not know me. You're just kind of catching it by doing some searches here. If you can hear me, that's everybody here. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Never mind. My name is Dustin Mansell. I'm sure a lot of you. Never mind. I guess you can't hear me because I just heard myself on YouTube. So what we're here today is I'm going to show you guys something that was introduced to me last week, basically. It is a device that is 5 watts that you put in your household that mines cryptocurrency for you. All right. Now, depending on where you live and what kind of what kind of strategy you have set up, you can there's devices in Las Vegas area that are making $5,000 to $8,000 per month right now of crypto. Okay. Obviously depends on what this crypto is up or down, on how much you make, but we're going to go over all that here in a second. All right. So the video that I watched, they explained it perfect for me. And basically what it is if you owned a house in an area to where Sprint did not have any coverage in that area, they would go pay you to put an antenna on your house, right? This is exactly what this is, except you're not putting a big antenna in your house or on your house. You're putting something that's about the size of a cell phone, fits in the palm of your hands. It's 5 watts total, so it comes out to about $5 per year in power is what it costs. No sound at all, no nothing at all. You don't hear no buzzing, no heat, no nothing, and it generates crypto for you. Now, if you're strategic about it, you can place it in certain areas and you can make a lot of crypto. And the crypto that you make is called Helium. It's called HNT, Helium. It started out, I think it was at like 4 cents or something like that. It's been around since 2013, by the way, so it's been around for a while. And it is now up to currently, I think yesterday I looked, it was at $13. But when I seen it on Saturday, it was at $17. And Mark Ustelman, which is on this call, told me that Helium is projected to be anywhere to the $40 to $50 range here by the end of the year. So if you were able to mine, 1,000 Helium with this thing, then you would have 1,000 times 50, which is $50,000 is what you would have by the end of the year. But I'm not trying to get 1,000 Helium by the end of the year. I'm trying to get 1,000 Helium per week. And let me show you guys kind of my strategy of what I'm going to do. And then we'll get into how you guys can get started if you want to. We'll open it up for any questions. But let me show you guys really quick, okay? So if you can see my screen, please type 1 in the chats. If you can see my screen, which I'm sure you can, but just let me know if you can or you can't. Let me see. I see some chats coming through. I do see some ones. All right, cool. Welcome, by the way, Matt. Welcome, Mark. Welcome, Sam, Rob M, Rodney. Welcome, all you guys. Yuri. I love seeing you guys here. So check it out. So if you were to go to explore.helium.com, right, you will go to where you can see, just like the coverage of your cell phone, when you go see like Verizon, you'll see a bunch of their coverage is huge, right? You'll see, Sprint, their coverage is maybe huge as well. This is what this is right here, except all these green dots are this little device. These are people that own this little device. Currently, there's 40,000 of them that are that are hot right now, that are live. Okay, and you could go in on these devices, and you could click on them and see what they are actually producing right now live. Okay, so I know that a buddy of mine, Rodney, is on this call, and he lives in Lake Elsinore. Lake Elsinore is out in this area right here. I don't see anything in your area, actually, which is a good thing. We don't want, you could go and then build in your area and just run that whole town, okay? And that's what my plan is to do with Las Vegas. But if you're to go, here's Elsinore. So the closest one, there's a couple people in Elsinore that have them on. What we could do is we could click on these bad boys, and we could go and view the hotspot details. And we can see what it's talking to. It looks like it's only talking to one. So this one isn't going to produce much. I can tell you that right now. But even just there in the little area with there's not many around, this one in the last 30 days has produced. Come on, baby. It has produced, here it is, 12 HNT is what it's produced right now. Now, obviously, there's nothing around here. The way that these work, and then I probably went fast forwarded too quick. the way that they work is they're an IoT, which is the Internet of Things. Okay, so something like a dog collar, like a smart washer and dryer, a smart sprinkler system, a smart refrigerator. That's what these things feed off of, and it needs the internet to feed it to feed those bad boys, right? So if you were to go out now to Las Vegas, where I live, zoom in Las Vegas here, and you can tell that there's a cluster of them up in northwest Las Vegas. Okay, and if I'm to go and click on this one right here, it'll tell me exactly how many HNT that it is producing. So if I come in here, and it's right here, you can tell, look, it's going to be talked to a lot of these guys. It's not showing it. My computer's kind of being slow, but it'll show that it's connecting with all these guys usually. And then you can come and scroll down and you can see what the rewards are for this guy. This guy has produced in the last 30 days, 349 HNT. All right, let's find out what HNT is worth right now. HNT is currently worth $12.90. So this person who owns that house has, what is it? 349 times $12.90 has made $4,500 within the last 30 days off having a device in their house. Okay. Now, if this guy is smart enough, this guy probably went and bought more devices, and they probably started placing them all around so he could he's taken over this area right here. So if I were to look and go and click on another one of these bad boys in here, let's just go and say it's this one right here. And I go to the hotspot details. Let me close out these other ones. It's going to let me know how much this one is making currently, okay, per month. Let me scroll down. My computer's being really slow right now, so forgive me for that. Like really slow. Usually it shows that these are all talking to each other, and it'll tell me like right away how much this is making. And for some reason it is taking a minute. So let me go again. Rewards. 353. So we had this house that was right here that is talking to this guy, which is talking to all these other ones, making 353. So roughly about $4,500 per month as well. But as we mentioned, say this thing gets up to $50 per HNT and you're going to 353, you're now making $17,000 per month from putting a flipping 5-watt device in your house to mine HNT. You guys might want to do some research, HNT, how long it's been around, see, do your research on it if you want to. It's basically just mining. Back in the days, people were used to get these big devices and mine Bitcoin. They might still be doing it actually, but the devices they put in your house was costing more in power than it was actually the Bitcoin that you're at that time, at least, than you were providing. What's going on, Robert? So let's go and go back to another one. So what you can also do is you can put your address in here. So if you guys go to helium.place, okay, if you go to helium.place, you can put your address in here. I'm going to put my P.O. Box, 10620 Southern Highlands Parkway. And this is the cool thing right here. This is how you strategically know where you're going to put these devices, okay? Right here is the address that I just put in, okay? So it's actually our local Smith's. It's our local grocery store. So if I was to go to one of those businesses in there and tell them, hey, let me put a device, can I please put a device in your store? Everything in this red, you would not want to put another device because it's just too close. What you're going to want to do is go get another device and put that bad boy in the green right here. So if there's two things you could do. One, you could get a device and you could just go or you could get 6 devices. You could even get 50 devices and you could just mine on your own and not worry about talking to anybody else. Or if you wanted to build a team, you could go in your local, neighborhood watch. You could go to your local Facebook marketplace and put in there, hey, I'm looking to put a device in your house. I'm going to pay you 10% of what it brings in. And currently it's been bringing in $5,000. So we're going to give you $500 per month for putting this device in there, right? What that person's going to end up doing is going, wow, how do I get the whole 50% that you're getting? We go, well, you go purchase a device. They're $500. And chaining Brian Kelly that's on here, chaining Brian Kelly, each device is $500, one-time fee. That is it. There's no monthly to keep it up at all. One-time fee. So what they're going to do is they're going to go, well, I want to get all of it. Give me so cool. Go buy the $500 device. They put it in their house or their business. You get 10% of that no matter what. Okay, they get 50%, you get 10%. So if it's bringing $500 or $5,000 per month, you're getting $500 per month. If you go and do this and build a huge team, and by the time you know it, you have 1,000 people that have this in their house, 500 times 1,000 is $500,000 is what you would be bringing in. So the numbers are out of control, crazy what you can do with this. If you guys are getting, losing, I can tell you this much. I know Mark and myself, we're losing sleep over this right now because we know how much this is going to make us. Okay. So let's go to another one. If we go out and we go to, yes, there is an affiliate program. That's kind of what I'm sharing here. iHub's an affiliate program to where you can get 10%. And once get back to whoever brought you here. If you got here from my YouTube video, I'll reply to you and send you some information on, the compensation. But yes, there definitely is an affiliate program. And once again, you're paying no monthly at all. Let me just break this down really quick. So when you're doing anything residual, right? Like say if you're doing a Forex program, you're counting on your residual paycheck for people to make a decision to keep that subscription, right? With this program here, you're getting residual income on people getting paid. So they're not paying anything monthly. They pay a one-time $500 to get this device in their house. And then they're going to mine it and make money like crazy, right? And then you get 10% of that. So the numbers are out of control. I'll just keep talking about that forever. So I'm going to move on to another one really quick here. So my area, by the way, where I live is right in this area right here. You can tell there's not many green dots that are around. So what my plan is to do is order a ass ton of these things, excuse my language, and build this whole area up for me. I'm going to be in my Facebook marketplace. I'm going to be knocking door to door if I have to get these to put these bad boys in this area to build it up like this. So I can have 100 in this area that are making 5,000 a piece. It's a lot of money, right? Okay. So, what happens if the customer says it's a device in their home, a privacy concern? You just tell them it's not. And there's actually videos they could watch. It shows it's not. And will you run into a lot of people that think it's a privacy concern? Yes, whatever. Move on to the next one. There's going to be people that see this and go, put it in my house. I mean, what's crazy to me is how a lot of people with these privacy concerns are all privacy, but they're on their cell phone. Well, my cell phone's not here 24/7. So let's go into here. My grandmother lives in Southern California. And this is what got me excited because I could put one in her house right now and it will pay for her mortgage. Yeah, she's 86, but she's taking out all kinds of refis and stuff. So she still has the mortgage and she lives in this area right in here. And what I was doing, she lives actually in right where this dot is where around she lives. So what I started doing is I went, okay, well, let me go that's somewhere close to see what this is making. So I'm going to go and click on this one right now out of nowhere. This one looks like it's in Long Beach area. Yep, there's Long Beach. And I'm going to go and click on the details. And I just want to see what kind of mining this thing is doing in, it's somewhere close to my grandmother's house. When you click on it, you can tell this is talking to a lot of different hotspots. So I can tell you right now that it's going to make a lot of money. All right, I'm going to click on rewards right here. You can see that it's made 577 HNT in the last 30 days. Right now, 1290 times 577.22, $7,000 this thing has made in the last 30 days. Last Saturday would have made more because it was at $17 last Saturday. Do they have a mobile hotspot powered one? I do not believe they do. I think it's just that one device that they're doing. But I will ask that question for sure. So what I did, knowing that this one actually, I didn't even see this one yesterday. I would have even got more excited. Is now I could start going and building one of my grandmother's house, which is right in this area, somewhere around here, and take over this whole area. Once these things start talking to these guys right here, it's going to be producing around the same deal. the weird thing about this, guys, is basically the more, if you have one in a by itself, like look at right over here, there's one by itself. It's probably not going to be making much. Let me show you. It's taking forever for some reason. I don't know why. All right. So right here, oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's high, it might be producing some. It is actually. So this is on the top of a hill, and this is talking. It must be on a super high. You could get antennas for these bad boys and talk to the ones that are miles away. And this guy right here has made 139 by itself in the middle of nowhere. So there's definitely that's crazy. This is right by Big Bear Lake. If anybody's familiar with Southern California, you know that where this is at right here is on a mountain. All right. That's really it. I mean, we could go on and on and on and show you guys what these are actually making. Yeah, I thought I made this to where people could actually speak. Let me, participants. Go for it, Mark.
All right, can you hear me now?
I got you.
All right. Just something I researched today. We haven't talked yet today, so I thought I'd share with what you were sharing right there. So, I'm building out my area right now. I've got 7 units. I ordered 1 initially, and then I ordered 6 more yesterday. And as you know, Dustin, my plan was to build out my area. Around my area right now, kind of in what you call your sweet spot, which is that map, the other map that you showed that kind of has that red dot and then the area around. That's about I didn't do the exact calculation on it, but it's roughly that right there. So that's roughly, it doesn't have a scale on it, but I just know my area. So I'd say it's roughly a square mile, roughly, maybe a little bit larger, maybe a square mile and a half. So that's kind of my sweet spot that I'm building out. But what I did notice, and you validated that even after the last case that you showed, there's many of these units that are reaching 20 miles out. And if you go 20 miles out from where I live right now, I mean, I'm 20 miles west of the Twin Cities. I'm in Minnesota. I mean, there's tons of them in the cities, and there's a lot of them all around me too. So what I'm excited about is that I'll build out my sweet spot, just like what you see there, that green area, which will maximize the tokens that come in, but then also 20 miles out, with an antenna, most likely, you're going to start tapping into some of those. So, even though your area is kind of twofold, if you don't have any in your area, that's great. I mean, don't be discouraged, because you can build out your area, but then also you'll reach. I mean, everyone's probably going to have one within 20 miles, unless they're completely, somewhere, central United States. There's not that many as a whole, but either way, you build out your area, and then with that antenna, reach out 20 plus miles. Yeah, man. And you can really connect to a lot of units.
Options are limitless, man. I'm getting excited you talking. Robert, you're saying check the Brookhurst McFadden area. I'm going to unmute you because I know where that's at, but I've been in Vegas now for 20 years, so I don't know exactly where it's at. Where am I going to for Brookhurst? You're unmuted.
You're going to go. It's going to be in the Huntington Beach, Little Saigon area, Fountain Valley.
Okay, so right in here.
Yep.
Fountain Valley. Okay, so you want me to check this? You want to click on one of these?
Yeah, because I'm going to put one in my daughter's apartment.
Yep. So right here, I'm going to just click on this guy. We'll go to view the hotspot details. And by the way, too, like I live in Las Vegas, there's a lot of high-rise new apartments that are being built. I'm going to go and talk to those guys, because the higher you get it, the more it's gonna.
She's on the second floor too, so that's cool.
That is perfect. Reward. So this one here, 1.90 HNT with this one, but it looks like it's not connecting with anything. Let me see. Like go this way a little bit. Maybe a lot of these ones too, they just went online. So that means in the last 30 days, they haven't made anything. I want to see is you see how it's connecting like this to all these other ones. That's what we want to see. And then if we go to rewards on this one now, this one's made 162 HNT in the last 30 days. So she would end up talking to this one anyways, and she'd probably do around the same thing. So 162 times, we'll just say 13 for now. So $2,100 per month is what it is made.
More than covers your investment in the first month. So
the first month. And I just found out yesterday that you can actually purchase 50 of these at a time, which I had no clue. And it would have cost you $25,000. Now, obviously, the average Joe's not going to have $25,000 laying around. But if you were to put 50 of those bad boys that are making, we'll just say the $2,000 a piece, I mean, it's retirement money. I mean, it's like going on trips and not worrying about, no, you don't even need a laptop anymore money. You know what I mean? Like, this is, even when people say laptop lifestyle, work from home, yada, 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 you still got to work, right? You got to go and open up your computer, have Zooms, talk with prospects, all that stuff you still have to do. With this, once you get this set into place, you don't have to talk to anybody. Robert, me and you could go watch Angels and Dodgers wherever we want to. We could follow them next year, wherever they're at. I mean, this is what kind of money this is producing. You know, that's what has me so excited. Go buy an RV,
that's what's up.
travel around.
And how long has this been around, Dustin? Will that area expand?
It will.
Or I can expand it as well by getting to know our neighbors and say, hey, I'm going to put a device in your house. It's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to increase your electric bill, and I'm going to give you 10% of whatever it makes.
Correct. Yep. You could do that, or you could do the big. So it's been around. The actual hotspot IoT has been around for decades. I mean, that's what talks to all the smart dog collars and everything. This is just a new way that they're connecting, and you got to do a little bit more research on IoT for that stuff. But iHub themselves have been around since 2019. And Helium itself has been around since 2013. So it's not.
There you go. That's the question I had. Yep.
Yeah. So it's not a crypto that just came up yesterday just to do this. This is Helium. It's a separate. It's number 83 on the actual crypto list. So it's up there. It's not.
Would it be beneficial, or I didn't quite catch it? If I have one in my daughter's house and we put one in her neighbor's, is that going to conflict or is it going to help?
It won't conflict, but it ain't going to do it. It's not going to do anything. So if you put it within this red zone, it's just not gonna make. I think it's gonna take. I think it takes from what yours is making, really. So what you want to do is you want to put it in these other green ones. So the strategy that I'm doing is in Vegas is I'm gonna go to Facebook, I'm gonna go to Marketplace, and they have a pretty cool marketing system iHub does in the back where people could apply to be a host. What that means, they could just host it for you, so they're not paying a penny. You're putting it in their house and they're making money. And you give them 10%. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get hundreds of those. So if somebody applies and they're in this red area, I just throw that lead away. But if somebody applies in this area right here, I might say, hey, I'm going to give you 25%, you know, like whatever the case may be. And then you could build it all up and you're set for the rest of your life, basically. Rob Metz, he says, how do we actually get paid from the company? How often do we pay a resident 10% from what we get, or does the company pay the resident 10%? Good questions. So what I'm hearing is every Friday is when you get paid from the company, and they pay you to your HNT wallet. So what your address is for HNT crypto, they pay you the HNT that is due to you that way. Every Friday is what I'm hearing. Don't hold me on that. It might be once a month, but I'm almost guaranteed it's every Friday. If they're good, you want to pay people weekly so people stay involved. And then how you'll pay that actual resident, you'll pay them 10% out of your pocket. So what you would do is when you get paid the Friday, you would go, or let's just say it's monthly, you'll go and say it's $2,000. You'll cash out whatever that 10% is into your bank and just send them a check. Or if they're into crypto, which soon everybody will be into crypto, you guys see where it's going, then you can just send them 10% as well. So how do you pitch it to an apartment renter? Do you have a platinum script? I do not have any scripts at all. This was just brought to me on Saturday, which is less than a week ago. I own a text message company that can send out text message blasts. Some of you guys might be here because of that, actually. And what I've been looking for is to use that for a platform. And when somebody showed this to me, I was like, this is perfect. One, I wish I would have had this 2 years ago. I'd be on a beach right now, not even talking to anybody. But so I don't have a script yet. Will I have a script? I probably will at some point. Yes. Does that answer your question, Rob?
Yep.
Coolio.
100%. Appreciate it.
Oh, good, brother. And then what else do we have here?
I got another question.
Yep.
When you get somebody to buy the device, the $500, is there an override on that?
There is no commissions on that. No, there's no. The only thing you get commissions on is the actual thing producing HNT. Like in the back office, and I'll show you mine really quick here. The back office looks like this. And in here, you have all kinds of cool little things, but it's for $99 one-time fee for the year. They got a pretty cool little funnel that they built. So you have, like, you come in here. This is the funnel that for people that want to be a host. They have cool little banners that you put on your Facebook and your LinkedIn as well. But say if I was like, hey, if you guys want to become a host, click this. Well, this is dedicated to me. They would come in here, they would watch this video, they would see what it's all about, and then they scroll down, they put their information in, and then it goes right to me. I get a text message that says, hey, so-and-so is looking to be a host. If you wanted somebody to be an affiliate, you can do the custom lead magnet. Where's it at? I think this might be it. So then they would, and most of you guys have seen this. If you signed up with me, I just sent this to you guys. And you could customize this. You could put a picture of yourself and talk about what you are as well. And then what they'll do is they'll come in and create their free affiliate account. And then, but there's no commissions on any of that. But you guys know me. I build platforms, funnels, all that stuff. I'm not going to do one for this. I don't need to. The stuff they have in the back works good. And I believe I've been doing it. It works perfectly fine. So no.
Dustin, quick question.
Yep.
When we sign up, do we have to pay for the device now or when it comes out?
Now. So if you get the six pack, you pay $500 right now. And then in about 6 weeks, they're saying when they ship it, you pay the remaining $2,500. And then if you buy the one, you buy it right now. And then I haven't seen the 50 pack come out yet, but they were saying it yesterday that once or twice a month, they'll offer a 50 pack. And I'm assuming you probably have to do a down payment for that as well.
How much for one?
$500.
Okay.
Yep. And it's no discount. So if you get 50, it's still $25,000.
Okay.
So Rob Metz, what do you tell folks who are concerned about computer security? They feel they could be hacked easily. I don't have that answer yet, but if it's going to be a hard nut to crack, then I just don't tell them anything. I move on. Say, hey, cool, whatever. I'm going to go to your neighbor, and your neighbor will want it, right? Like I'm telling you, there is a video that you could share with them that tells them about it. Like there's no security risk at all. So it's actually what I've heard is that it's even better it's more secure than the actual internet in your house is what I hear. So, but there's going to be people like that. We know how that is. We know how people are anti-vaxxers and all that stuff.
That's a good question. Does it boost your internet?
It doesn't boost your internet, no. And it doesn't draw it down either. There's it's nothing on there. It doesn't do any data. Brian Kelly, not 6 of them for 500. It's 6 for 3,000. So you pay a $500 deposit and then you pay the remainder before they ship them out to you. Each one is $500. There's no getting them cheaper. They're $500. Doesn't matter if you buy a million of them. They're $500 a piece. Any other?
I got a question, Dustin.
Yep.
If you put it in one host and it isn't producing and you have another host that might be better, can you move it simply? What is the connection process?
You can move it, and it is a $25 fee, one-time fee to change the address.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions here? I've had a lot of people hit me up. That's why I brought you guys here, so I could show you guys exactly what it's about. And if you have any questions, please ask. So the system just scans to hook up to the devices in the area. That is correct. They connect to each other, the IoT, the Internet of Things. That is 100% correct. And so if you, as Mark was saying a minute ago too, if you come in here and you see that in your area that there's nothing around, do not be discouraged, because the race for this thing, guys and gals, is to get these things all around. That's just what it is. I can tell you this much: all the college kids, they know they know crypto, so they're doing whatever they can. So if you go to any college town, most of those are going to have a lot of these hotspots around. Like if I zoom into this guy right here, which is in, I don't even know where this is at. I think this is in Texas, Wichita Falls. I think this is Texas, but Arlington. Yeah. So Texas, Mesquite. So if I click on these guys, somebody did it right. They came in here and put all these things together. And this is not the USA only, Sam. This is all around the earth, all around the globe. And I'll show you that right here. If you zoom out, you can see that they're everywhere, not just in America. They're over here in Europe. They're over here in China. They're over here in I think that's Japan. There's not many over here in Japan, but they're all over the place. So it's not just in the US. So last month, signing a contract with them about getting the 10% would probably be ours. 100%. So a good question on YouTube here is they said that when you get a resident that wants to install it in their house, getting a contract with them would be a good idea. And that is correct. You just say, hey, look, this is, and another thing you do as well is you say it's 90 days. We're going to put it in your house for 90 days because when the 90 days is up, you could, unless it's making a lot, you don't have to worry about it. You could go in there and take it from them or say, hey, look, you could buy your own for $500 or whatever the case may be. But just make it a 90-day contract. And then once they're done and they've been paid $1,500, they're gonna be like, well, how do I get one? And you tell them how to get one and move on from there.
So Dustin, the affiliate side of it, if you don't get paid on the device, for everyone you get with your link or however it's going to work, you get a percentage of what they mine.
You do get a percentage of what they mine. Yep. If you bring in 1,000, if you bring in 100 people and they end up getting 10,000 devices, so you have 1,000 devices underneath you, you get 10% of every single one of those devices. And actually, it goes up to like 25% the more you build your team. But I'll show you.
Even internationally.
Even internationally.
Very
Any
good,
device. Yep. You get 10% of that HNT, but I don't have enough time to explain the compensation plan, but it's like your first 5 are your main people, right? And then you get 10 and 10. So you get a total of 25 people. After that, once you get to your 26th person, I think it opens up like 25% on all the devices of what you get. So the numbers are absolutely crazy. I'll share with you the compensation plan. And if you already signed up, you could actually go in the back and go to your training right here. And you could go to the compensation plan, which is right down here. Compensation training, and it'll tell you everything about it.
This might be a dumb question. Where do you sign up? When you sign up for the book, you sign up or what?
Yeah, I didn't sign up that way. So I think it sends you an email and then you just go log in that way. Has anybody on this call logged into their back office through the ebook thing that I sent them and can answer that question? Because I do not know that, to tell you the truth.
You sent it to me in Messenger, I think.
I did, but then what I did was I sent you this one. So you put your name and you download it, and then I think it sends you an email to get started. But I will figure that out. I'm not sure.
Justin, I think if you scroll down the bottom of that page, is that where you go down a little bit further? Go out of that and scroll down.
I think it's just this. It's
like, yeah.
That's all I have. That's why I have the question.
What did it send you in an email?
I don't remember. I didn't look at the email. I just stuck with the Messenger. I'll go back and look for the email.
Yeah, look at the email that it sends, and we'll see from there.
Okay.
All right. Matt Romero, what up, brother? So when I look up my address, I'm literally in the middle of the red zone. That's for sure. And that's with everybody. Like, even if I was to look up my address as well, I'll be in the red zone too, because it's telling you right here that you don't want to put any other ones. So if you scroll out though, like like if you go to the coverage map, which is the explore.helium.com, then you look in your address, you could go and you can zoom in to see if there's any around you. Like, I'm in Las Vegas, and as I mentioned, I'm down in this area right here, right down here, right here. That's exactly where I live, right here. And there's nothing around me except for these two. And I'm going to build it out. So do that. Go into the explorer.helium. But once you put it in, then you'll know. So when people start reaching out to you to get these devices too, Matt, then you'll be able to go put their address in and see, where they come up at. Like, if they come up in that, if they come up in this red zone, if they're right next to you, then no, you don't want to do it. If you come up in the green one, then yeah, you want to put it in there for sure. Hope that makes sense. Channing, Brian Kelly. I'm just going to call you Brian for now. On YouTube over here. The link for the $99 funnel is in your back office. So I don't have a link for that. If you go to your link in your iHub back office and you go to the membership funnel, it will not say this. It'll make you pay to get it. And that's how you sign up for it.
And that's one time, Dustin?
Year. It's $99 a year. The whole year. And then you like my ringless voicemail opportunity. I like it too. If you guys, I'll get with you when this is done. I'll send you my link. You could get started with that. But I actually just recorded a video before I came into this about the text message blast. So many people that I see online, they're ordering a burner phone to send a text messages, which the links are getting cut, and mine goes with the shortcut. Whatever, you guys could look up my name and you'll find that. All right. So anything else? Any other questions anybody want to ask? It's I'm gonna get off here. I got another call here at 1 o'clock. I got to jump on. So any other questions? By the way, most of you guys are here, part of my team. So if you guys do join, I'm gonna do these webinars and I'm gonna send people back to you guys to get signed up as well. I don't know how often of these I'll do, but I know that the team that we're in does a lot of them as well. I have a lot of cool bonuses I'm going to give to, like the text message blast. You guys get that platform to use to send a text message. You just have to pay for the drops. Leads, I'm going to give my team leads, all that good stuff. So you guys, anybody that you bring in gets the same opportunity as you guys get as well from bringing it in. I know Robert's been in a lot of my stuff. Rob Metz has been in a lot of my stuff. You guys know I give away bonuses like crazy. So if you get started, I will see you. I'll see you somehow. You know, we got our, oh, hold on. Rob Metz, what up, dog?
There's one more question in the chat. You want to address that, please?
Which one?
From Michael Trent.
So how exactly does the mining work with using the hotspot? That I couldn't answer. I don't know exactly how it produces HNT. That's something that we.
It's all going to be based on a hash rate, Dustin.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it. Yeah. I mine in a couple different areas, and it's all based on hash rate.
Yep. I do know this much, that it's working. I mean, I'm showing you guys a proof that it's mining. How it works exactly, I'm not 100% sure. You could probably look up EOT, Michael, or we could get you with I think Mitchell's the guy whose team that we're in. He probably has those answers exactly what it does, how it mines. But yeah, I should probably. Like I said, I found out about this on Saturday, so I will by next week. This time, I'll know exactly how it mines. Anything else, Rob Metz? How you doing over there in Florida, brother?
Great, great.
I fly into Miami on the 15th.
Drive up to Tampa then.
I'm doing the Mayweather fight, so I can't really drive up to Tampa, but I am staying 2 extra days. I'm going to drive down to the Keys and do some fishing. So I don't know if you're available in that time. I think it's like the 21st is when I'll be in the Keys.
Of next month?
Of June, yep.
Okay, great.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and end it. The one last question I see jumped up: how many would I need to make $4,000 a month? You'd have to look up in your area. You'd have to find out in your area where you're at. You know, if there's any that are currently what they're making. You know, if you put yours with the antenna, I don't know exactly how many you would need. I can tell you this much: the one that I just found in Southern California, Long Beach, is making over $4,000 a month just with one. So. It depends on where you put it, is all I could really say. And it depends on your marketing efforts as well. You know, my marketing efforts are going to go, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 of these things that are underneath me. And so that number is out of control. So, all right, guys and gals. Well, I will see you. Hopefully I'll see you guys here in 20 minutes on my other opportunity call for the other opportunity that I'm in. If not, I will see you guys on the inside, hopefully in one of our chats. And I'll probably do another one of these webinars next week as well. You can reach out to me or reach out to whoever brought you here to get their link to get signed up. The quicker you get signed up, the quicker you start getting addresses, and the quicker you start making some money with it. All right, guys, we'll talk soon, and later.